Hi, Julie. How are you doing
Good,
today?
thank you.
Okay, so just wanted to know how you're feeling since our last session. This is going to be our second session, and just wanted to know a little bit feedback on, you know, how did you felt after, we first discussed all of your situation.
I am feeling better, but I'm okay.
Okay.
I wouldn't say better. Um, so frustrated. I'm tired. I think I'm still kind of confused.
Okay.
Um, I know I want help, but I don't know. I don't know what else, and I'm struggling with. Um, I struggle with negative, bad thoughts. I would
Okay.
say I'm struggling, and I feel okay at times, but sometimes I don't feel good.
Okay, and I would certainly like to grab a little bit of basis on that. Just to give you a little bit of information, what are we actually going to be discussing today? So, I would like to focus on our last session. So, I'll give you a recap and just, correct me if there's something wrong that I might have stated. And also, from that, I know I gave you a little bit of some homework assignments that we have tried to cover with, and I kind of gave you further information about that. And finally, I would like to focus on your feelings, So that'll be kind of like our agenda for the day. So if that's okay with you?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll move forward. You mentioned last session that you were having a situation that kind of brought you here. You've been mandated actually through the court. CPS has temporarily removed custody of your children. Your sister Donna is currently taking care of them. You mentioned also you had doing heroin, and that's another reason why you no longer had your children at the moment. You mentioned that your children weren't doing that well at school. One of them had actually been suspended. You have 5 children, if I'm not mistaken.
I do, and they're not. They're actually doing a little better.
Okay.
I'm happy about that. Um, yes, I am still struggling with my addiction.
Okay. And you also mentioned that you had gone pretty much through prostitution up till this day with your ex partner. And so your life situation had its ups and downs, and that's one of the reasons why you have been feeling stressed, you have been pressured. It's been a difficult time, as you have stated in our last session.
Yes, he led me into the lifestyle,
Okay.
and honestly, I haven't given it up completely. It's my source of income,
Okay.
and I know it's not right, but I can't stop it. It doesn't feel good a lot of the times. Yeah, it doesn't feel good at all. But yeah, I'm still there.
Okay, and I hear you saying that you seem interested in changing, making some changes in your life. Of course, like you've mentioned, it hasn't been that easy for you,
Yes.
but it takes time. I want to assure you that it takes time, and that I'm here actually to support you.
Okay.
We're here as a team to work together. So whatever it might take, the time that you might need for you to be able to let all those emotions, all those feelings, like you mentioned earlier, negative things and negative emotions that you've been having. So we would certainly work on that today. Now, just to move a little bit into the next step as part of the agenda about the homework assignment. So we talked about what's called the graded task. It's something, a few steps that we have talked about that you would like to help, or at least that we talked together, that would help you move forward to actually achieving that goal. So we mentioned that something that you would be working on would be calling a few parenting classes, and I also gave you some numbers for the rehab facilities. So I just want to touch base on that. How far are you, or how are you doing with your homework assignment?
Okay, on the first assignment, I'm doing better.
Okay.
I did call, and I signed up for a parenting class.
Okay.
I called the rehab number, and I hung up the phone. And I called the rehab number again, and I hung up the phone. And that's where I am.
Well, this is actually what I do see. I would like to let you know you did great. It might not, it might take time. It's not that easy to actually just, sit down and actually dial. I just want to confirm that to you. And I know that a lot of people might have been going through the same situations that you've been going through. And so, from all of the situations that I've seen, everything is different. For every situation, it's completely different. Everybody has a unique situation. And I would like to help you in that step. We've also mentioned since because you have actually been mandated here, the steps might be kind of closer together, and that's because we want to make sure that we're able to achieve the goal. They want to make sure that you're in a rehab, and they want to make sure you're taking parenting classes. So I don't want to feel, or at least for you to feel pressured on that, but I also want to see that you're aware that you have a deadline, okay? So if it's okay with you, I would gladly help you out if you feel better and comfortable for me to be able to sit down with you and maybe we can make that call.
I'm open to making the call, but I did sign up for parenting.
Okay. And that's great.
That's what I think I can do today.
Okay. So, and that's where I want to start. Okay. So I think wherever you feel comfortable, and especially because you've done a great job. Like I said, it takes time, and you have been able to achieve that. So that's definitely a good start. Okay.
Thank
so
you.
I would certainly, I am glad for you that you've been able to actually make that call. So we'll move forward from that. Do you have any questions in regards to the homework assignment?
I get the homework assignment,
Okay.
and I want my kids back.
Okay.
I love my kids, and I'm ready to get them back. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, and that's great. That's why I'm also here for you. Okay, like I said, I want you to feel like I'm here to support you in whatever area you might need. Now, you mentioned earlier about those negative emotions and negative feelings that you've been having at the beginning while making those calls.
Yes.
Is it okay that we could talk a little bit about your feelings?
I feel like a failure. I feel
Okay.
stupid when I pick up the phone to call, and I do, and then I hang up the phone. It's like, you're dumb. You can't do it. You keep failing at rehab. I go and I keep failing, so I'm stupid. That's how I feel.
Okay, so it sounds like there is something that's not allowing you to continue with the second step, and I would like to work on those emotions. What is exactly going through your mind, or what is it that you're doing that you're starting to think bad about, not being able to achieve something? Can you explain that? I would like to be able to assist you in that sense.
Yes. After I go through my drug spells and I get high for a couple of days and I'm up, and then I feel bad and I say, okay, I'm ready for rehab, and I take the step and I call and I go for a day. But then in the back of my mind, I hear, you can't do it. You're not gonna do it. You're not good enough. You're not gonna get your kids back. So I start believing that about myself. I believe that.
Okay, so it sounds like you're initiating, and during the process of initiation, you start having second thoughts whether you're going to be able to achieve that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, like I mentioned, our homework assignment, and this is something that's really going to help you out. So, I have what it's called a record. A thought log, I'm sorry. So I'm gonna give you this assignment, and I would like for you to take the time while you go before you actually go to bed. So what it is, pretty much, you're gonna have to write down what are you feeling. So before you sit down, you stop, you think, what are my emotions? Well, why was I thinking that? What was I doing that was triggering that thought? You'll have to write down just kind of a percentage on that, like out of 100, how do I feel strongly about that emotion? So the second step would actually be, how realistic is this? So if this happens, what's the worst thing that could happen from that? You know, so we'll work down as it goes. You'll write down absolutely everything. Can you please just take a look at it?
Yes.
Tell me if you actually understand it. If you have any questions, I'll certainly be able to assist you.
I understand it.
You get
I can
it?
do it. Yes.
Okay, great.
I'll do it before we meet again.
Okay, well, sounds great. If you have any questions before our session, we'll have our our third session following Thursday, probably in 2 weeks from now.
Yes.
And just let me know. Like I mentioned, I'm always open to any questions that you might have. And please go ahead and give me a call. And good luck on working with your homework. Like I said, if you get stuck somewhere, just feel free to let me know.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.